As a parent, we all have a responsibility for encouraging our children to develop their own intelligence. This means, of course, academic intelligence, but that's not the only type of intelligence that matters. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is defined as a person's ability to express and manage feelings while respecting the feelings of others. It's a set of skills that children can begin learning at any age, and there are lots of benefits to it. For instance, we know that a high EQ is linked to a high IQ. Emotional intelligence improves relationships. Childhood EQ is linked to higher success during adulthood, and we also know that it improves mental health. So a child who can calm themselves whenever they feel angry is likely to do well in difficult circumstances. And a child who can express their own emotions in a healthy way is likely to maintain healthier relationships than a child who screams or says mean things whenever they are angry. The good news is that all kids have the capacity to learn emotional intelligence skills. They just need adults, us, to teach them how. And it starts with teaching your child to label their own emotions. Kids need to know how to recognize how they're feeling. So when your child is upset because they lost a game or they've got to share a toy, you can say something like, it looks like you feel really angry right now, is that right? Or if they look sad, you might say, are you feeling disappointed that we aren't going to visit grandma and grandpa today? Emotional words such as angry, upset, painful can all build a vocabulary to express feelings. And we should also share words that have positive emotions such as joy, excited, thrilled, or hopeful. This will help building an emotional vocabulary. And when your child is upset, especially when the emotions seem a bit on the dramatic side, it can be very tempting to minimize how they're feeling. But dismissive comments will teach your child that the way they're feeling may not be the best approach. And a better approach is to validate their feelings and show empathy, even if you don't understand why they are so upset. So, if your child is crying because you told them that they can't go to the park until they clean their room, say something like, I feel upset when I don't get to do what I want to. It's hard sometimes to keep working when I don't want to. When your child sees that you understand how they're feeling on the inside, they'll feel less compelled to show you how they're feeling through their behavior. So rather than scream and cry to show you that they're angry, they'll feel better when you've made it clear that you already understand they're upset. Another way to build emotional intelligence is by nurturing empathy. And the best way to teach your child how to express feelings is by modeling these skills yourself. So use feeling words in your everyday conversations and practice talking about them. Say things like, I feel angry when I see kids being mean on the playground. Or, I feel happy when we get to have our friends come over for dinner. Studies have shown that emotionally intelligent parents are more likely to have emotionally intelligent children. So make it a habit to clearly focus on building your skills so you can be an effective role model for your child. Once kids understand their own emotions, they need to learn how to deal with those emotions in a healthy way. So knowing how to calm themselves down or face their fears can be quite complicated for a little one, and we have to teach them specific skills. A great example that I use a lot myself is teaching your child to learn how to take a few deep belly breaths. So whenever they're angry, when you want to calm their body down, or when they're scared, tell them to take bubble breaths. That means breathing in through the nose and blowing out through the mouth, as if they're blowing through a bubble wand from the belly. Another example, creating a kit that helps them regulate their own feelings. Coloring book, a favorite joke book, soothing music, lotions that smell good are just a few items that can help engage their senses and calm their emotions. So next time, put any of those items in a special box that they can decorate themselves. And when they're upset, remind them to go and get the calm down kit and practice using their tools to manage their emotions. Part of building emotional intelligence involves learning how to solve problems. So after the feelings have been labeled and addressed, it's time to work through how to fix the problem itself. And perhaps your child is angry that the sister keeps interrupting them while they're playing a video game. So help them identify at least 5 different ways they might solve this problem. Solutions don't have to be good ideas. Initially, the goal is just to brainstorm ideas. So once they've got at least 5 possible solutions, help them assess the pros and the cons of each one. Then, encourage them to pick the best option. When your child makes mistakes, work through what could have been done differently and what your child can do to resolve any lingering issues. Try to act as a coach rather than the actual problem solver. You have to provide guidance when necessary, but work on helping your child see that they've got the ability to solve problems peacefully and effectively on their own. That is very, very important. So no matter how emotionally intelligent your child seems, there is always room for improvement. And there are likely to be some ups and downs throughout childhood and adolescence. So as they grow older, they're likely to face obstacles that will challenge their own skills. So make it a goal to incorporate skill building into your everyday life. So when your child is young, talk about feelings every day. Talk about the emotion characters in books or in movies might be feeling. Discuss better ways problems might have been solved, or strategy characters could use to treat others with respect. As your child grows older, talk about real-life situations, whether it's things that they're encountering in their daily life or it's a problem you're reading about in the news. Make it an ongoing conversation. Use your child's mistakes as opportunities to grow better. So whenever they act out because they're angry or they hurt someone's feelings, take time. Talk about how they can do better in the future. With your ongoing support and guidance, your child can develop the emotional intelligence and mental strength that they'll need to succeed in life. It's not what we give our children, but what we teach them to give to others that will make them great human beings. Well, this is the end of this chapter. Thank you very much for listening. I wish you and your family a great journey building connections together, and together let's make the world a much better place for the future generations. Thank you.